have you given a gift to your mother today? It's Mother's Day. What did you give her as a gift? Let me know in the comments below, okay? This is Rashi ma'am from the Story House. I hope you all are doing very, very good. You all are safe and you're staying indoors. So today I have got a lovely, lovely story for you. A sari for Ammi. Yes, it's about two girls who want to buy a sari for their Ammi and how they manage to buy it actually. This has been written by Mamta Naini and the pictures have been done by Sandhya Prabhat. Let's read it. Look at this. It looks like a village. Yes? Does it look like a village to you as well? Look at the buffaloes. They are sleeping. The buffaloes have all had a good wash in the village pond and now they are sleeping. My sister Sadaf too is dozing off. That's Sadaf. And who is narrating the story? This little girl. Well, we don't know her name now, but seems like she's going to narrate the story to us. Alright, let's read. Who is this? This is Abba. And this is the same little girl. And what are they doing? Abba is busy doing what he does in the afternoons, dyeing threads. Yes, he's dyeing threads. Dyeing means taking a white thread and then they dip into any color of their choice and the thread becomes that color. Look at this. There's a pink thread, there's a yellow thread, there's a green one also. Can you see these threads also, children? Yes? So this is dyeing and look at this shelf. It has all the dyes. Yes, the different colors. You can try dyeing at home also. Ask your mother to help you, okay? Alright. And now here comes Ammi. Ammi is doing what she does best. She's weaving at the loom. That's the loom. Okay, and she is weaving. But what is she weaving? Let's see. Okay. Ammi weaves the most wonderful saris in the world. Pink, yellow, green and beautiful prints. There are mangoes, there are peacocks and there are leaves and there are birds. Wow, so pretty. There were flowers also. So Ammi weaves saris, okay? And Ammi says that we have been making these saris for a long time. She tells us that long ago, our great-great-grandparents used to live in Mysore. These are great-grandparents and they used to live in Mysore. And one day, the king of Kota called many weaver families here. And since then, we have been living in a small village in Kaithun in Kota. Okay, so now they live in a small village which is in Kota. Kota is in Rajasthan, okay? And the name of their village is Kaithun. Yes, that's the name of their village, okay? Ammi, Abba, Sadaf and I, all of us work on the saris. Abba dyes the threads. Look at Abba, he's dyeing the threads into bright colors and Ammi does the weaving. Sadaf and I help her, okay? So look at this, Ammi is doing the weaving and Sadaf and her little sister are helping Ammi out. Ammi's fingers move to the click-clack sound of the loom as if flying in the air. Sometimes it takes months for her to make just one sari. My God, really? It takes about a month or more, sometimes months to make one single sari. So much of hard work goes into making a sari, children. And what does Abba do then? Abba goes to the haat to sell the saris. Look at this, okay? It's like a shopping center. So he goes and he sells the saris there which Ammi makes and then they get money, okay? Ammi makes so many saris but she doesn't wear any of them. I only see her wearing old worn out salwar kameezes. Look at Ammi. She never wears any sari. She only wears salwar kameez that is also very old and very worn out. Okay? So she is a little sad about it. Don't you think? I think so. Now let's see what's happening. Now this is a beautiful sari that Ammi has created. Today Ammi finished a beautiful sari. It's really pretty. So this little girl, she asked her to keep it for herself. She said, "You, Ammi, why don't you keep this sari for yourself?" But what did Ammi say? Ammi said, "If we keep the saris, how will we eat?" Oh, she told me that with a fat frown on her forehead. There was a frown on her forehead. Can you all make a frown for me? Yeah, that's a frown, right? But we don't frown too much, do we? We should smile more often, right? But Ammi said that with a frown. I sometimes don't quite get what Ammi says. We don't eat saris, do we? Did you understand what Ammi said? But she did not understand. She said, "We don't eat saris, do we?" I want my Ammi to wear the saris she makes. Sadaf always says that can happen only if we buy her the saris. But how can we? Buying means money. And we don't have very much. Oh, so now they are thinking of buying a sari for Ammi. But then they need money for it. So what are they going to do? And then I get an idea. So this little girl, she gets an idea and she goes and shakes Sadaf awake. Sadaf is sleeping and she goes and shakes her up. "Come on, Sadaf, get up, get up. Let's break our gullak," I tell her. "We can use that money to buy Ammi a sari." So then they talk to each other and she says that we can use that money which was there in our gullak to buy a sari for Ammi. So gullak is a kind of thing where you can save your money. Little children, even older people sometimes, they save money, and little children, they have gullaks. They put their money in the gullak and then they collect the money, they save it for some special thing, maybe a toy or anything. Do you save any money, children? Do you have a gullak? Let me know in the comments below. So now Sadaf and I have been putting into our gullak all the loose change that we get when Ammi sends us to buy anything from the bazaar. So sometimes Ammi sends them to the bazaar to get something for any groceries or anything. So whatever change they get, coins, they save that and then they put it in the gullak. They collect that money to use it later. And they have made a list, it seems. Both of them made a list of things which they wanted to buy with the gullak money. Now Sadaf is really concerned. What about the list that we've made of all the things we want to buy with the gullak money? For long, Sadaf and I have been thinking of new ways to spend the money, while the pile inside the gullak slowly grew. These days, when we peep inside, we see a silver glint. Something very silvery, shining. They see, that means they are seeing the coins. Have you seen a coin? It shines, right? It's silver and it shines. That means the gullak is full. Yes. What matters more to you, Ammi or the other things? I asked Sadaf in a grown-up voice. Sadaf makes a face and mumbles, "Ammi." Oh yes, so Ammi matters more, and so they are going to break the gullak. Let's see. Ooh, they've broken it. Look at this. We pull out the gullak from under the bed, we go outside and smash it into pieces. The many coins come rushing out. Look at the coins. Sadaf counts the money quickly, but she says it's not enough. What do we do now? We wonder. So the money is not enough. This money can buy Ammi a towel, not a sari. Oh, that's sad. So what are they going to do now? Now, this time Sadaf gets an idea. You know what they do? She said, "What if we sell all the old things lying around to Jhammu Kaka, the scrap dealer?" So Sadaf and I collect old paper, empty bottles, old metal tins lying about in the house. We also collect whatever scrap we can find outside. And then we go to Jhammu Kaka, whose shop is at the far end of the school street, and sell the junk. We get some more money. So now what happens is they collect all the junk, all the waste material that is lying around inside and outside the house, empty bottles, old paper, old metal tins, anything that they see which is of no use to them, they collect it and they sell it to Jhamu Kaka. He's a scrap dealer. That's Jhamu Kaka. Can you see? So what Jhamu Kaka does is he gives them money for it. Yes, he buys the scrap from them and he gives them money. So Sadaf counts it and sighs. This money can buy Ammi a dupatta, not a sari. Oh, so the money is still not enough. What are they going to do now? So they are passing through the fields. These are wheat fields. Wheat is sown and grown here, children. Can you see? Yes? And look at the lovely birds. Yes? So now while walking they think very hard, and then all of a sudden this little girl gets an idea and she says, how about coloring threads for Amina Khala? Now who is Amina Khala? Let's read on. Amina Khala lives in a house next door. Oh, so Amina Khala is their neighbor, right? She also makes saris, but not as good as Ammi's. Remember, Ammi makes the best saris in the world. Yes. So she also makes saris and she sometimes asks them to help her. So she calls these little girls over and she asks them to dye threads for her. Or sometimes, one time they also helped her with the weaving of a sari that she needed to finish quickly. And in return, she gives them money. So they go to Amina Khala. And Sadaf and I spent 2 hours coloring threads for Amina Khala. Good work, girls, Khala says and presses some money into our hands. Sadaf adds it to the money we already have and then says, this money is... Oh, do you think it's enough now, children? Just as my face starts falling, she screams. Just enough to buy Ammi a sari. Yay! So finally they have been able to collect the money to buy a sari for Ammi. Yay! We both dance off to the heart. Cycle rickshaws clatter along the streets. Shops and shoppers fill the market. Look at the market. There are so many people. Can you see the rickshaws in the background? Can you see people coming for shopping? Yay! They both are dancing. Lovely. Today, Sadaf and I are shoppers too. Usually, when they go to the market with Abba and Ammi, they go to sell their saris made by Ammi. But today, they are going to buy a sari for her. They are shopping. From the same shop where Abba sells the saris that Ammi makes, we will buy a sari for her. A sari that she has made and she can wear. That's lovely. And now they have bought a sari, I think. Both are giggling. Look at their happy faces, children. They have been able to buy a sari for Ammi on their own with the help of money that they saved and with the help of also selling a lot of scrap to the scrap dealer. And then they also worked hard. They labored. They helped Amina Khala and they earned money. And they have been able to buy a sari for Ammi. A sari that probably Ammi only made. But when Sadaf and I give that sari to Ammi, what will she say? We wonder. Look at their happy faces. What do you think Ammi is going to say? So that was the story of 2 sisters who were so determined to get a sari for their Ammi that they do not leave any stone unturned. They make all the effort they could and finally got a sari for their Ammi. Isn't that lovely? So what are you doing for your mothers today? Well, are you cooking for them? Are you watering their plants today? Or are you helping them with some household chores? How about cleaning your room today? That will be a lovely gift for your mothers, wouldn't it? Alright, Do not forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and there are so many lovely stories for you all on my YouTube channel. Have a look at them. Alright? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Lots and lots of love to all the little kids. Bye-bye. This is Rashi Ma'am saying bye-bye. See you next time with another lovely story.